Good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome to another Q8 pilot stream. It is 1700 Zulu, 2000 hours local time here in Kuwait City. Welcome, chat. Glad to have you here with me this evening. And thank you very much to Roger Seaberger for becoming a captain here on the channel. Appreciate your support. Welcome, chat. Today, we are going to be flying the single most advanced, complex, study level aircraft and the best add-on, in my view, ever built for flight simulation, no other than the HotStart Challenger 650. We are also joined in the cockpit with First Officer Nigel, and we have Emma, our lovely cabin crew member, who's going to be taking care of our VIP customers today on our flight from Aberdeen to London Gatwick. Welcome, everyone. Here we have with us Pilot French Flight. Welcome aboard, Flyby from the USA. Martin, welcome aboard. We have Sorik. Good evening to you, my friend. RS2020, welcome aboard. Asim, welcome. Lewis. And we have Trishal. Hello, Trishal. Welcome aboard. Glad you could make it. You've been missed, my friend. Hello, Daniel. Welcome aboard. Benny, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. MD. And we have Owen. We have Thomas with us today as well. Welcome, Nates. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. And let's get things started. The first thing is we're going to head over to the desk here and ask Jenny for some.
Welcome to HotStart Flight Support. How can we help you today?
All right. So the tail number today, I've selected something special for you guys, which is 2025. This is going to be our tail celebrating the new year. And we'll bring the customers to the plane in about 30 minutes from now so that we have plenty of time to set things up. Hello, Daniel. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. Skylar KHO, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us this evening. All right, so Jet A Fuel, we are 3 crew members today, myself, First Officer Nigel, and Emma. So 3 crew members, and we have 4 passengers, VVIP, very important clients today. And we're going to order some excellent...
Love this plane, Captain.
Thank you very much, Benny, for 37 months. Wow, 37 months. That's all. Thank you very much for the support. Hello, Carl. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. Here's to
2025.
Thank you very much, Drishal. 20 months, almost 2 years. Wow. All right, so we've ordered some jet fuel here for our flight. We don't need any of the services here, so let me go ahead and sign this.
Of course, Captain.
All right.
I'll get that organized for you right
All right, so you could go to the flight planning room there to get access to SimBrief, but we're not going to do that because I've already programmed the flight plan. So let's go ahead and walk to the aircraft. And ladies and gents, there you have it, the beautiful, magnificent Challenger 650, the single most advanced aircraft really built for flight sim. There is nothing today that comes close to this aircraft in terms of the depth of system simulation and realism. By the way, folks, today we are going to be doing a giveaway. SayIntentions have graciously provided they provided 6 total free 1-month subscriptions to SayIntentions for you guys to try out. We are going to be rolling 2 today, and maybe if we hit 200 likes, maybe we'll roll another one today, and we'll save the rest for upcoming streams. As you can see, we have the registration number Golf 2025 celebrating the new year. All right, so let's do the walk around here real quick, and we're going to remove the covers here, right here and right here. We'll leave the, let me go here. All right, so we're going to go underneath. We're going to remove the pin covers, and we're going to remove the chocks as well from the landing gear. Look at this aircraft. Just really a beautiful rendition of the Challenger 650. Texture-wise, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Everything is just done to perfection. Again, you can see the APU here. That's where you connect the APU full. Everything is simulated, by the way. Everything works. So The attention to detail in this aircraft is just mind-blowing. We can also come here. I believe this is where the external power is connected. So let me again show you that. Right, there you go. That's 28 volt DC power. And we're going to move over to the other side and remove the pin covers. Now, let me show you this here very quickly. Again, look at the sharpness of the textures. You can read this. Very, very nicely done aircraft. All right, let me just open this again so you guys can see. This is the fuel panel. So let me bring this out. So this is actually available inside the aircraft, but it's also available outside. And this is what the fuel truck is going to use to refill the aircraft. So let's close that and close the covers here. Make sure everything is set up correctly. And we're going to remove the covers here and here. Another thing I can show you is, we'll actually get to this a little later, but you can actually see the engine here, well, part of it. There you go. So you've got not the engines, but you can see some of the wiring. Look at the details. Some of the wirings, some of the battery. This is the battery, it looks like. And yeah, everything is just done to perfection with this aircraft. And we'll take a look at some of these study items available on the aircraft. Let's go ahead and remove the pins here real quick as well. And we'll worry about we need hydraulics to close the landing gear bay, or the nose gear bay. So that we're going to need the hydraulics for. So let's go ahead and set up the aircraft first, and then we'll worry about that. All right, let's come here to the door, open the door, and there we go. V Sky Check, welcome aboard. Hello, Ray Walton, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. And we have David White. Hello, David. Welcome aboard. Go Bulldogs. Yay. All right. So the door is open, and let's go ahead and take a quick look here at the cabin. We're going to make sure everything is clean and ready for our passengers. Hey, nice pillow. Yeah. All right, let's walk over here. We're going to check the lavatory as well, just to make sure that our VIP customers get the best service that they can today. All right. Looks like the fuel truck has arrived. All right, let's go to the cabin. Everything looks good here. Let's have a seat. I'll remove the heads-up display now so we can see properly. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come to the electronic flight bag. We're going to click on charts. We're going to do aircraft, and we're going to go to the X Aviation CL650 documentation, checklist printable, and we have the checklist here. So first, let's go ahead and check the circuit breakers. And to do this, we're just going to come over here and make sure that the circuit breakers are all in. That way we can check that everything is okay. Perfect. So all is good there. And the overhead switches are all in the off position, as you can see here. So everything is in the off position. Perfect. And next, the nose steer is currently off. The landing gear lever is currently down. All right, and let's see here. Flaps lever position is checked and matched. Spoilers are retracted, which they are.
All right, Captain. Fuel truck is hooked up. Just let me know how much fuel you need.
All right.
Would you like to go tanks full today?
All right, we'll worry about that in a minute. ADG manual release is stowed. So this is the ram air turbine, which is located down here. And the lamp unit, so when you connect it, you'll see the the green test light here. And this is, at this point, this will be tested again as part of the checklist. But this test here is really just telling you that the battery is connected to the aircraft. RS 2020, welcome aboard. All right, so let's head over here again. The logbook and documentation is there. Safety equipment is checked. External check has been completed, and the flight compartment safety check is now complete. All right, let's turn on the battery master. We're gonna head over here to the battery, and you'll hear the beautiful sounds now. Check it out. Yeah. All right, let's cancel the master caution here. All right. So normally you're here at nose gear, but apparently... All right, I just want to wait a little bit here. Let's make sure that we have 24 volts. So we're going to go DC electric. We have 25 volts, which is good. Excellent. And now we can head over to... I'm still waiting for the fuel, just so that we can know how much fuel we need to pump into the aircraft. All right. So in the meantime, let's head over to the... Oops. All right, there we go. We need to come over here to the fuel panel, and we're going to turn on the fuel here. We're going to check the shut-off test, that everything works good, and we're going to open the SOVs. Okay, perfect. And now we can get the aircraft. All right, so we have 4,180 pounds of fuel. So everything is in pounds here. And we need about 5,300 pounds of fuel. So I'm going to play it safe today. I'm going to go ahead and add 1,000 liters. Let's say 1,240 liters. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go start up the pump.
Okay, there we go. Since day one, in my opinion, it's really its own unique flight sim with X-Plane, a true benchmark for modern flight simulation. Absolutely. Right, I'm gonna turn the ATC chatter down a little bit because it's kind of annoying. All right, so let's put it there. Okay, so now he is going to pump. Is he pumping the fuel? Yeah, it looks like he is pumping the fuel. Let's take a look. Yep, he's definitely pumping the fuel. You can see now this is what I was talking to you about. So this is connected for the fuel truck, and the aircraft is now being refueled. Okay, we can continue with our tests. We're going to do the fire X monitor and the fire detection warning. Those are located down here. And you know what? Let me bring this up so you guys can see what I'm doing. And we're going to bring this up here and make it a little bigger so you guys can follow along. All right, so test here, or right engine, left engine, script 1, okay. And then we're going to test the APU bottle and checks okay. And then fire warning.
Jet pipe overheat.
All right, checks and fail. And that checks okay. And we are good here. All right, so we can now start the APU. So we're going to go ahead and turn on the power fuel and start. You can see the APU right here. You'll see it rising in a little bit here. All right, there you go. You can see the RPM, the EGT is rising for the APU. I'm simming in 2K, Tony. All right, so APU is almost available here. Let's take a look. So APU start, APU gen, and AC and DC electric. Okay. All right, so nav lights on, logo lights on, and let's see here. APU gen is on. The sounds are just exceptional in this aircraft. Okay, so let's see here. FMS lamp test and the duct monitor test. All right, so the lamp test is located down here. So we're just going to make sure that all the lamps illuminate. And then 2. And we're going to check here. Everything is good. Perfect. So lamp test is okay. The duct monitor test is located here. So we're going to go and hold it here on the test.
Fueling is complete, Captain. Do you need anything else?
Loop 1, loop A, sorry, and loop B. And this is now done. Perfect. All right, so we don't need anything. Let's take a look at our fuel. We have 6,530 pounds of fuel. No, you can go ahead and disconnect.
Just one quick signature on here, and I'll be on my way.
All right.
Here's a copy for your records. Have a nice day.
All right, thank you very much. All right, we're going to check with our first officer here. Hello, Nigel. How are you doing today?
I'm doing quite well, Sam. Ready for another splendid day in the skies.
Perfect. Hello, Emma. How are you doing this afternoon?
Hello, Captain Sam. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Everything is going smoothly in the cabin.
Emma, please let's make sure to take care of our VIP customers today. I'm sure they are in safe hands with you.
Absolutely, Captain. I'll ensure our VIP customers receive the best service possible today.
All right, anti-skid, arm and test. So anti-skid is right here. It's currently armed, and we're just going to test this. As you can see, anti-skid in test. All right, perfect. And next, let's do the flight FMS database. We forgot to do that. So let me bring this up here. We're going to go to IDX. We're going to go to status. We're going to cycle the database. And now we have the active database. And let's go ahead and do the position in it, which is Echo Golf Papa Delta, which is our departure airport today. All right, so we're going to select that. We're going to click this here, and then we're going to go back to, actually leave the flight plan for now. Let's go to index. We're going to go to the data link. We're going to select the weather. We're going to request the weather for Echo Golf Papa Delta, and the destination, which is Echo Golf Kilo Kilo. All right. Okay, and we're going to say send, and we'll leave that alone for the time being. Everything here is done as far as the flight database status and flight FMS flight plan uplink ADDONS is initiated. We can actually come here to IDX. Let's go to data link. Hang on, let's go back. IDX, we're going to go to secondary flight plan. We're going to go to the route menu, flight plan recall. We're going to enter the again the departure Echo Golf Papa Delta and Echo Golf Kilo Kilo, and we're going to say send. Now that is going to get the flight plan for us. And we just give it a little bit of time here, and it should pull everything from SimBrief. All right. Okay, so let's leave that here and continue with the checklist here. We're going to make sure the hydraulic pump 3A is on. So this is located here. We're going to turn this on. And we're going to need this now to go and close the landing, the nose gear landing bay gear. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead here and let's see. Do I have X camera enabled? All right, we can disable it here. There we go. And let's head over to the outside. Looks like we have some icing condition here today at Aberdeen. Oh, what did I do? It's like I've reset the... All right, let's go here. Okay, so let's come over here, and we're going to just go to this side of the plane to close the nose gear bay. So let's open that. And there's that little switch here. Click that. There we go. And close the hatch. All right, perfect. All right, let's take a look here. It looks like we have our flight plan. Let's go to secondary flight plan, activate, and we are going to... Oh, the FBO is calling.
Hello, Captain. It's Jenny from HotStart Flight Support.
Hello, Jenny.
Your passengers have arrived. Shall I have them brought to the plane?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That's fine.
Understood. They'll be there in a couple of minutes. Anything else?
No, thank you very much, Jenny.
Always a pleasure. Take care.
Taki Tecmo, welcome to Captain. Thank you very much for your support, sir. Emma, the passengers are on the way. Please make sure that we take good care of them. Thank you, Emma. All right. So we are departing runway 34.
Thank you, Captain. I'll make sure our passengers are well taken care of.
All right. So let's go ahead and do execute here real quick. All right. And let's clear that. Let's go to messages here. All right. That's fine. We're going to go to the arrival, departure and arrival. Let's go to the arrival. It is the DC-1 Golf arrival. And according to our flight plan, we are doing an arrival at runway 08 right, which is this arrival into Gatwick is a very strange looking star. But yeah, 08 right. So ILS 08 right. And we are going to take the Willow transition, I believe. Let's very quickly take a quick look at our arrival. So this is the ILS, and if you look here, this is Willow, and this is our star. All right, so that's the star. So at Willow, yeah. So Willow, I think, is the transition, and execute that. All right, perfect. And now we're going to go to the legs page, make sure that there are no discontinuities. Let's see here. All good. There is one here, which we are going to clear. Execute that from Holly to Willow, and then to runway. This is the center fix for 08 right. And I assume next is the final fix, and then runway 08 right. Okay, perfect. Let's go back to legs. We're going to leave this, and we're going to come back to set up the performance data. Let's continue here. AC-DC switch. We're going to turn this on right here. And then we're going to turn on the 10th stage APU LCV and the isolation valve as well. And we're going to turn on the air conditioning packs. Excellent. So you'll see all of this is in the checklist here. 10th stage packs, air conditioning, pressurization panel, and bleed air panel. Here's the passenger truck arriving to bring the passengers. Bleed air panel is checked. All right, we can come now over here to...
Hello, Captain. How are you today?
Good, thank you. How are you?
That's great to hear. Well, we're all set back there, so we can get going anytime.
All right, so the passengers are on board. Tecmo, thank you very much again for coming in with a $5 super chat. I really appreciate that. Farmer Beavis, welcome aboard. But even if there is much to do, the crew shout back super captain after a couple seconds. That leaves you hanging there with a windsock. All right, so supplemental ground wing anti-ice panel switches are out. They are located right here, and they are out. Perfect. Cal anti-ice on switches. Anti-ice panel is checked and tested. Emergency lights. All right, so let's arm the emergency lights. Fasten seatbelt signs on. Actually, let's put them on the on position. There we go. Non-smoking is on as well. The ELT is armed. All right, so ELT, glare shield panel, ground and oxygen is on. And let's test the oxygen here. Excellent. DCU warning panels checked. CVR is tested. The audio panel, so we have the SPS system. Now, these two systems takes a little bit of time, but I'm going to show you guys anyway. So those are located, the fire detection, SPS is located here. So let me bring up the display here again so you guys can follow along. And this is the SPS test. Let me show you so you can see it. All right, so let me move this away. And how do I do this? All right, there you go. All right, so there's the stick shaker, basically. And then the next one is the integrated standby instruments are checked. Clock is good. EFIS and ECAS. TW pitch roll disconnected. Ground spoilers are on auto, which they are. Okay. Engine speed switches. Now, one thing we need to do is we need to go and close the door. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so door is closed, and let's go ahead and just for the passengers, there we go. All right, and we're gonna come here to the system.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we may please have your attention. Your flight crew would like to welcome you aboard this Challenger 650 for your flight today. We would like to take a moment to review the safety features of this Challenger.
All right, so the passengers can enjoy themselves in the back while we set things up. All right, why is this... all right, here we go. All right, so everything here is now looking good. Continuing with the checklist. All right, so let's engage the yaw dampers. Stab trim, mock trim, and yaw dampers are all on. Perfect. And nose gear, we'll leave it for now. All right, CBDLC, TCAS. All right, so to test the TCAS, we are going to bring up the CDU. We're going to go to Tune, and then we're going to click here on ATC and click Test. You can see the test is in progress.
TCAS system test OK.
All right, and let's turn on the intercom service so we can hear the ground crew. All right, so that is tested. The irises are now aligned, as you can see here. If we go to... let's see here. CAS. There, you can see it here. We can see the... you can see it here as well. Let's bring up, since the alignment is complete, let's bring up the synthetic vision. So we're going to go to the menu. Let me bring this up here. All right. So for the menu, we want synthetic vision because I think it really looks cool. And all right, now we can go back to here. And all right, so HSN clearance is copied. All right, so let's go ahead and ask Nigel to get the clearance for our flight. Nigel, can you go ahead and obtain our clearance for London Gatwick, please?
I'll get our clearance for London Gatwick. Aberdeen Dice Airport ground, Jet Charter 53, requesting our IFR clearance. We have Romeo.
Jet Charter 153, information Romeo is current, cleared to London Gatwick. After departure, fly radar vectors to Naxil, then as filed. Departure runway 34, initial climb altitude 4,000 feet. Departure on 135.175, squawk 5626.
Aberdeen Dice Airport ground, Jet Charter 53, cleared to London Gatwick. Radar vectors to Naxil, then as filed. Departing runway 34, climb to 4,000. Departure frequency 135.175.
Boarding
Squawk
has started, and the
5626.
first passengers are aboard the plane.
Jet Charter 153, read back correct.
Hey folks, welcome to our ride to London. Please take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you.
All right, so that was, of course, there are no boarding passes. This is obviously a, a private jet. But hello, we have with us Monsieur Ural Safe. Welcome aboard on our Twitch channel. Welcome, my friend. Thank you very much for your support. I appreciate it very much. All righty. Okay. So let's go ahead and do the performance now. So we are done with the flight plan. The legs page is good. Let's go to leg wind. The leg data. All right, we don't. Let's go to perf menu, perf init. There we go. All right. So the passengers, we have a total of 437 passengers on board the aircraft today. So, and then the cargo is about 500 pounds of cargo. The fuel is 6540. We enter that here and we say execute. Perfect. And going to the next page, we can grab the cruise winds and the ESA from our Simbrief flight plan. So 27177. Hello there, Jospella. Is it? Jose? Jospella? I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. And thanks, Carl, for checking the Twitch channel. Appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so the cruise wind is 27177, 27177, and we'll enter that here. And the ESA deviation is -8. All right, so -8, and execute that. Perfect. Next page, reserves are fine, taxi fuel is fine, everything here is fine, that's okay. VNAV setup we are going to worry about later, so perf and let's go to takeoff. Now the winds currently here at Aberdeen is, let's see here, we have variable at 2. So I'm just going to say 02. And we're gonna, the outside temperature is -5. That's why we can see ice on the ground. So yeah, so -5, -5. We'll set that here. And the QNH is 1006. Enter that here. And then runway conditions is, I don't know if this is snow or ice. We'll just say ice. There we go. All right. And check takeoff perf. Yeah, that's probably why we need to go. Yeah, maybe we'll say wet. Yeah, it's happy with wet, not with the ice. All right. So all is good here, and we're going to go to the next page, and now you can see that we have our speeds. We're going to do the engine bleed. We'll take off with the 10th stage bleed on, and that gives us our speeds. V rotate at 121 and V2 at 132. Let's send this now to our, and now you see here we have all the speeds. right here. So everything here is good. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. So far, so good. Let's see. Emergency procedures are reviewed. Pins and covers and chocks. All right. So we need to remove the chocks. So to do that, first we need to set the brakes. To set the brakes, you need to hold the toe brakes and then click on the brake to set them. And now we can request the chocks to be removed by the ground crew. Megabyte Gaming, welcome to Captain. Thank you very much for your support. And we have with us, ladies and gents, SayIntention in the house. Thank you very much, SayIntentions, for being here and for your support. I really appreciate it. Again, guys, SayIntentions are providing a giveaway. Today, 1 month subscriptions. 2 lucky winners will win a 1 month subscription to SayIntentions. This is a great opportunity for you guys to try it out. I highly recommend it, and I'm sure that you will be very pleased with what it offers you in terms of immersion. Okay, so here everything is set. Let's see, cabin lights, water, heater, all of that is good, and the flight compartment checklist is now complete. Now, just so that we are, that we don't miss anything, I am going to go to, first, let's check here, 1006. Okay, so 1006, let's set that here. All right, and that is set, and everything else here is good. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the checklist.
Flight compartment checklist. AC and DC electrics.
All right, checked.
Check. Nav lights, logo light. On. Cockpit lights. Set. Lamp test. Tested. Duct monitor. Tested. FMS database status. Cycled, checked. FMS flight plan uplink, ADDONS. Initiated. Anti-skid. Armed, tested. Nose door. Clear. Hydraulic 3A pump. On. Brake pressure. Checked. Parking brake. Set. Nose door. Closed. Hydraulic panel and pumps. Checked. Auto 3A on. Electric panel. Checked. AC/DC utility switch. On. Start ignition panel. Checked. Fuel panel. Checked. APU LCD. Open. 10th stage isolation valve. Open. Packs. On. Air conditioning panel. Checked. Pressurization panel. Checked. Set. Bleed air panel. Checked. Supplemental ground wing anti-ice panel switch. Out. Cal anti-ice switches. On or off. Anti-ice panel. Checked. Tested. Emergency lights. Checked. Armed. Passenger signs. On or auto. ELT. Armed. Glare shield panel. Checked. Crew and passenger oxygen. Checked. On. DCU warning panel. Checked. CVR. Tested. Audio panels. Set. SPS system. Checked. On. Integrated standby instrument. Checked. Set. Clock. Reset. EFIS ICAS. Checked. Main landing gear bay overheat. Checked. TOS warning switches. Out. Tested. Pitch and roll disconnects. In. Stow. Ground spoilers. Auto. Thrust reversers. Checked. Armed. Thrust levers. Checked. Shut off. Engine speed switches. On. Engine vibration check. Tested. Oral warning.
All right, so the oral warning, guys, are located here, but they take a very long time to complete, so I'm going to go ahead and skip those.
Checked. Smoke detector. Tested. Trims. Mach trim. Tested. Set. Yacht dampers. engaged. Reversionary inhibit switches. Norm out. IRS aligned. CPDLC logged on. TCAS tested. ADDONS and clearance copied. FMS flight plan, wind update programmed. Takeoff data set. Avionics and charts set. Flight instruments check completed. Emergency procedures reviewed. Pins, covers, chocks removed. Cabin lights, water heaters, master seat set. Flight compartment checklist complete. Engine
All right.
start checklist next.
All right, so we are ready for engine start. Let's go ahead and ask Nigel to take care of that. Nigel, we are ready to go. Please request push and start.
Requesting pushback and start now.
Aberdeen Dice Airport ground, Jet Charter 53 requesting pushback and start. We have Romeo.
Jet Charter 153, pushback and start approved. Expect taxi instructions for runway 34.
All right, so we are good to start our engines, and we are going to come here to the overhead panel. And let's see here. We're going to arm the ignition switch. Fuel boost pumps are on.
Engine start checklist. Doors.
All right.
Closed. Parking brake and pressure. Checked and set. Fuel quantity and balance. Checked. Beacon. On. Fuel boost pumps. On. Ignition. Armed. Engine 2 start.
All right, so we're going to start engine number 2, and this is by pressing this button and holding it for a second here. Right, and we have now the engine, as you can see, spooling, and at 20%, we're going to introduce fuel. There we go. Let's listen to the sounds real quick.
Fuel system.
Gotta love the sounds on this aircraft, guys. Hello, Daniel. All right.
Checked. Engine 1 start.
All right, let's start the first engine now. So left. So we started the right. We'll start the right engine. Oh, sorry, left engine. Engine spooling, 20%. Fuel.
Engine start checklist complete. After start checklist, next.
All right, so we are done with the engine start now. So we are ready to go. And let's finish the after start checklist, and then we will request our taxi clearance. Generators on. That's off.
After start checklist. Generator 1 and 2. On, checked AC and DC. IG disarmed. Pass. Open. Cowl anti-ice. On, check 45 seconds. Checked. Ground spoilers.
Alright, we're gonna just
Checked,
skip those
stowed,
checks.
Auto. Flight spoilers. Checked, stowed. Cowl anti-ice. Green advisory message on. Supplemental ground wing anti-ice. Test on. Fuel balance. Checked. Trims.
Alright, so we need to set the trims. I'm just going to use my yoke here to set the trims to about 3.4 units. This is right here. There you go, 3.4 units.
3 set for takeoff. No steer. Armed. APR. Checked. Armed. ADG unit.
All right, so this is the ADG unit that we talked about in the beginning, and as you can see, it is tested again here as part of the checklist.
Tested. Supplemental ground wing anti-ice. Test OK. Cal off. Wing north. 14-stage isolation valve.
Why is this not? All right, let's come here. There we go. All right.
Checked. Wing anti-ice. Checked. Off. ATS.
All right, so ATS, in order to engage ATS, as you can see here, this is what it wants. It wants N1 takeoff. So to do this, we're just going to click here.
N1 TO.
And what that does is it actually activates your flight directors, and we are ready to go. Now, the next one is it wants us to go to TARA, so we're going to go ahead and click on ATC.
TARA. After start checklist complete. Taxi checklist next.
All right, we are ready to taxi. So hello there, Mr. Valero. Welcome aboard. Mr. Shakir Al-Hashlan, welcome aboard. Yeah, it is a very detailed aircraft, Captain. Hello, Renzo, welcome aboard. And we have also Johan, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us, Captain Shakir. Always a pleasure to have you on stream. All right, we are ready for taxi, so let's go ahead and tell Nigel to do his thing. Hey, Nigel, we are good to go. Can you please request the taxi clearance?
Requesting taxi clearance now, Sam.
All right. Notice the registration here that we put is automatically put.
Aberdeen Dice Airport ground, Jet Charter 53, ready to taxi. We have Romeo.
Jet Charter 153, taxi to runway 34 via Echo, Echo 3, cross runway 16, then cross runway 32, then Mike 1. Contact tower on 121.25 when ready for departure.
Runway 34, Echo, Echo 3, cross 16, cross 32, Mike 1. We'll contact tower on 121.25 when ready for departure. Jet Charter 53.
All right, so it looks like we're going to take Echo, which is this one, then Echo 3, and then we're going to cross the runway, and we're going to come here and cross that all the way to Mike. All right, so that's our... All right, so we can actually bring this here. We'll put that on the side here. All right, so we are ready to go, and... Emma, please make sure the doors are armed and cross-checked. Thank you. Right, toe brakes on.
Okay, Captain. All doors in flight and cross-check.
And parking brake released. And off we go. All right, let me put this away here. All right. Hopefully we'll get good markings on the ground. Wow, look at this aircraft, guys.
Captain, the cabin is ready for departure.
All right, thank you very much, Emma. Please take your seat for
hey folks,
takeoff.
Welcome to our ride to London Gatwick. I'm Emma, your lead flight attendant for this journey. We have Captain Sam at the controls and First Officer Ali assisting him. Along with me, we have 4 wonderful crew members, Liam, Sophie, Ethan, and Mia, who are here to ensure you have a pleasant flight. Our estimated flight time today is just over 1 hour, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Now, let us go over some important safety information. First, please ensure your seatbelts are fastened. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tip into the buckle until you hear a click. To release it, simply lift the buckle. In the unlikely event of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from the panel above you. Pull the mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen, place it over your nose and mouth, and secure it with the elastic band. Remember to put your own mask on before assisting others. We also have life vests located under your seats. In case of an emergency on water, pull the vest out, place it over your head, and pull the straps to tighten. Inflate the vest by pulling the red tabs or by blowing into the tubes. This aircraft has 2 emergency exits located at the front. In the event of an evacuation, please follow the illuminated exit signs. Please take a moment to review the safety briefing card located in the seat pocket in front of you. If you have any questions or need assistance, don't hesitate to ask. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you have a great flight.
Taxi checklist.
Okay,
Taxi
Captain.
lights.
Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
On. Wing and cowl anti-ice. Norm, on or off. Brakes and steering. Checked. Reverse thrust. Checked. If taxiing the de-ice, pause checklist here until a paper de-ice checklist is complete. Flaps. 20. Altimeters. Set and cross-checked. Radar weather. On. Takeoff briefing. Reviewed. Taxi checklist complete.
Now,
Before takeoff checklist next.
now you've noticed that when the first officer read the checklist, he automatically set the flaps to 20. So there are some things that the first officer will do on his yes, correct. On Twitch, Monsieur, the stream is UK. I have the entire region from Orbix. So yes, you are right. All right, let's take a quick look here, and we want Mike, and that is Mike right there. Lovely, lovely aircraft, really. The Challenger. Just look at how beautiful this aircraft is, guys. Wow. Just wow. I never get bored flying this aircraft, although it takes a little bit of time to set it up, but it is one of the most enjoyable aircraft to learn and fly. All right, we are on Mike, heading to runway 34. Best plane ever in the FS world. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would love to see a Bombardier Global 7500. Boeing Corp Mike from Logan, New Jersey. Welcome aboard. How are you doing, my friend? I hope you had a beautiful New Year, and that goes for all of you guys. Yeah, you are. Let me do that now. Before we reach the, let's see, where's the speed here? There we go, 200 knots. Thank you for that. I almost forgot. Thanks for reminding me. Now, for takeoff, we're going to hold the brakes, and we're going to increase throttle until the ATS here is armed. Then we are going to release the brakes and take off. V rotate is 121. All right, looking good here. Right, here's the hold short for runway 34. It's a bit of a long taxi. Hello there, pancakes and pickles. Welcome aboard. The Fearless 747 is an excellent, excellent aircraft. All right. All right, let's stop here. Landing lights
Jet
on.
Charter 153, contact tower on 121.25, safe flight.
Contacting tower on 121.25, Jet Charter 53.
All right, we are ready to go. So, Nigel, please request takeoff clearance.
Requesting takeoff clearance now, Sam.
Before takeoff checklist. Passenger signs. Advised on. Anti-collision light. On. Probes. On. Windshield heat.
Aberdeen Dice Airport Tower, Jet Charter 53, holding short of runway 34. We are ready for departure.
Norm on or off. Continuous ignition.
Jet Charter 53, Aberdeen Dice Airport Tower, runway 34. Winds calm, cleared for takeoff.
Takeoff config OK.
Runway 34, cleared for
Landing,
takeoff.
pulse,
Jet Charter 53.
lights. On. Before takeoff checklist complete. After takeoff checklist next.
All right, we are cleared for takeoff, ladies and gents. Cabin crew seats for takeoff.
Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
What a beautiful looking X-Plane 12 with Orbex True Earth and the environmental. You can see X-Plane fully simulates environmental conditions. Here you can see some icing condition here on the runway. Look at those strobe lights. Wow. All right, here's runway 34. There's an aircraft on the runway. I'm not sure why it's still just sitting there. Do you see it, guys? It's been sitting there for quite some time. Where's Traffic Global? Traffic Global. Settings. Maybe if we change this a little bit, it will take it away. No. It just wants to sit there. All right, well, we're going to go ahead. We were cleared for takeoff, so we're going to go. All right, ATS is armed. Tow brakes released. N1 hold. 100 knots. 121. Rotate. Positive rate. Gears going up. We'll keep it steady until the gear is completely up. Right. Waiting for the nose gear to go up. Right. We are at 1,000. Let's begin the turn.
Jet Charter 153, contact departure on 135.175. Switching to departure on 135.175, Jet Charter 53. Aberdeen radar, Jet Charter 53, afternoon, climbing past 2,000.
Jet Charter 53, Aberdeen radar identified. Turn left heading 210, vectors to Naxil. Then on navigation. Climb flight level 210.
Left heading 210, vectors to Naxil, then own navigation. Climb flight level 210, Jet Charter 53.
All right, 210, heading select.
Jet Charter 153, contact Aberdeen approach on 119.055.
Switching to Aberdeen approach on 119.055, Jet Charter 53.
Flaps up.
Aberdeen approach, Jet Charter 53. Good afternoon. Maintaining 3500 feet.
Jet Charter 53, Aberdeen approach identified. Good afternoon, Aberdeen QNH 1005.
Did they clear us to a higher altitude? I can't remember. Maintaining 3500. Oh, okay. They should clear us to a higher altitude, but let's take a quick look here. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and request a higher altitude. Nigel, can you request a higher altitude?
Requesting higher altitude now, Sam.
All right, we can do
Aberdeen
the
approach. GA Jet Charter 53, requesting climb to a higher altitude.
All right.
Jet Charter 153, climb flight level 400.
Wow.
Climb flight level 400, Jet Charter 53.
They gave us the final cruise altitude for the flight, which is 400. All right, that's cool. And so let's set that to 400. All right, and we're going to do flight change. We're going to go speed to 240 knots. Okay, and we're going to come here and fly direct to Naxel or Glesk. Glesk, execute. There we go. And transition altitude.
After takeoff checklist. Landing gear. Up. Flaps. Off. Ignition. Off. Pressurization. Checked. PAX transition. Completed. N1. Climb set. APU generator. Off. APU. Shutdown. Passenger signs. On, off, or auto. CAS. Clear. After takeoff checklist complete.
All right, the after takeoff checklist is complete. We're passing 10,000 feet, and N1 climb, as you can see, is now set, and everything is in tip-top shape. Excellent.
Dear guests, we have just reached our cruising altitude.
What?
You may now use your electronic devices. Also, I want to let you know that after our meal service, we will be offering items from the shop. Thank you for your attention, and enjoy the flight.
All right, that's fine. She thinks that we've reached our cruising altitude. I can probably talk a lot more now to you guys. ASIM, I don't know what happened with Airbus Dassault Falcon. It's been years and no word. Yeah, they had a preview of the aircraft and then nothing happened. I think they might be... there might be some issues with the company itself. There are some things that they shouldn't show, and I think that is the reason, because it was quite nearing completion, you know, a year ago when they oh, Drashal thinks it's still being developed. Oh, well, I hope so. Do you think Stat with learning the citation jet before going to the CL650 is better for beginners? Because mainly I fly the airfoil King. Actually, this aircraft is not very difficult to operate, but if you really want to understand it, then yes, it is quite complex. So one of the things that you'll find here in this study, for example, let's say, for example, you want to take a look at the satellite position tracker. Here you can see everything related to, this is the aircraft, and these are the satellites and the strength of the signal to the aircraft. You want to know more, you can click here and it will take you to a website to read more about it. For example, if you want to go to the failure system here, all of these things here are things that you can trigger as failures. So these are system failures that you can trigger And again, lots and lots of things to do with this aircraft. You can fail anything you want. You can also fail over your avionics, environmental, such as bear strikes, runway approach lights not working, microbursts encountered, smoke in the cockpit. Lots and lots of things that you can do. I love this study level, the study part, study menu, because you can really study everything. So if you go, for example, to the fuel system, and you can look at the engine feed. So what you're looking at here is the engine feed system.
Contact Scottish Control on 133.2.
Switching to Scottish Control on 133.2, Jet Charter 53.
So far, SayIntentions is doing very well. I like it. And then you can move to the motive system. You can move transfer system, and you can see exactly what is happening with the aircraft. You see the right main tank, and by the way, if you click that, it will give you some information. Same thing here, so it tells you exactly what that is, and you can, that way you can learn more about the, you can see the sensors here, they are all working.
Scottish Control, Jet Charter 53, afternoon, climbing through flight level 230 for flight level 400.
You can change the, you can change all the units here, as you can see, from Celsius to Fahrenheit to Kelvin. Wow, I haven't seen Kelvin since high school days. But yeah, there's so many things that you can do. It shows you the apparent pitch of the aircraft, the engines. You can actually go to, the study, and then you can go to, let's see, engines. So now you can actually take a look at the engines here. So let's go to the left engine state, and you can see exactly what is happening with the engine, the fuel control. There you go here. So the relative throttle linkage position from the cockpit. Please note that this will not show 0% when engine is at idle. The throttle linkage has a secondary function at the bottom end of travel. There it functions as fuel shutoff control. Look at the details that this aircraft offers in terms of studying the aircraft and understanding what is really happening behind the scenes. So this is, by the way, this aircraft is used by real-world Challenger pilots for training. It is that good and it is that sophisticated. As a matter of fact, a real-world Challenger pilot has said that there are a lot more things in this aircraft that they've learned that they actually did not know existed in the real aircraft. And when they went and checked, they actually found that they are in the real aircraft. So this is as good as it gets, guys. There's nothing that comes close to the level of complexity and depth of system simulation as the Challenger 650. The price of this aircraft is $125. In my view, it is worth every cent. So on Twitch, my dear friend says, please stop making it look so good. I'm already broke from the recent XP store sale. Yeah, right, 32,000. Let's take a look at the outside here real quick. Oh, look at that scene, ladies and gents. How about that? Excellent sounds, too. Gotta love it. Alrighty. Let's check on our passengers in the back. Hey, Emma, how are our VIP customers doing in the back?
They're doing well, Captain. I've checked in with them, and they seem quite comfortable.
Thank you very much, Emma. Jay Robinson, welcome to Captain, my friend. Thank you very much. I appreciate your support, my friend. Thank you.
You're welcome, Captain.
I'm getting flashbacks to my engineering classes. I think I will purchase this tonight. Trishal, you will not regret this purchase. I tell you now that you will absolutely love the Challenger. Happy New Year, Jay Robinson. Thank you very much, sir, for the support. I appreciate it. Right. Taking a quick look here at the wing view and the cabin. Again, very nicely done cabin. And you can actually fold some of these. Let me just... So I think you can click and fold things here, if I'm not mistaken. You can sit wherever you like. And let's go sit here, or if you want to sit here, you can sit wherever you like. And one of the nice things I like about the aircraft is also this little screen here. So it shows exactly where we are. And this is kind of for the passengers. So local time at destination, Aberdeen to London, and it's got the map and the current altitude, outside temperature, all that good stuff. So very, very detailed aircraft in every respect. Even the cabin looks so nice and very, very well polished. Visually, stunning aircraft, really. I can't say the same about X-Plane Clouds, but but yeah. All right, so coming down here, we can put this, we can put this on hydraulics. You can see the hydraulics page here. Let me show you this here. And we can go to AC electric, flight controls. We can put it's currently on TR for the weather. And there we go. Let me close this. We can put this back on summary. There we go. We have a summary here now of all the essential data for the aircraft. All right. We're reaching our cruise altitude. Flight sim, did I just see another plane on the runway during takeoff? Yes, you did. Can spend weeks on the ground learning because there is so much. The PDF documentation included is great also. Yes, Greg. The documentation of this aircraft is really first class. It's got all sorts of documentation. Here, if we go to the files, and here you have the abnormal checklist, emergency, integration, the printable, which the one that we've used, the detailed checklist as well, expanded normal procedures, the FMS primer, flexible takeoff, operation reference, shared cockpit. By the way, you can do shared cockpit with this aircraft, which is very, very cool. So yeah, in terms of the documentation, it's abundant. Hello, Owen. Welcome aboard. How's it on the frames? It's actually pretty good. Not bad. Yeah, we're getting, what, 60 frames now? So yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. All right, we have now reached almost our cruise altitude. And everything is looking pretty good. This is TOC, as you can see here. We've reached the top of climb. And we are now at 40,000 feet. Yeah, let's take a look at the outside real quick. Beautiful aircraft.
Hey folks, we have just reached cruising altitude on our way to London Gatwick. We'll be starting our snack and drink service now, and I must say, the smoked salmon and cream cheese sandwiches are simply delightful, along with our selection of fine wines. After the service, we'll have some articles from the virtual airline shop available for you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
All right, so there is Emma taking care of our VIP passengers in the back, and everything is looking good. Excellent. Yeah, the clouds are looking very, very strange indeed. All right, so for the arrival, we're going to click here, and we are going to go to perf. We'll go to the perf menu, and we're going to go to the approach, and we're going to select London Gatwick, and it already knows that we're arriving into runway 08 right, and we can put the wind information for our arrival So we're going to go to flight and select London Gatwick, select the weather, 70, so that's 070, ooh, I have some letter there. All right, so 070 at 6 knots. And we'll add that there. It will automatically populate the runway wind. And then the temperature is 1 Celsius. Wow, quite cold in the UK. All right, there we go. And the QNH is 1009. All right, 1009 is set. Okay, next page. We're going to do with the 10th stage on. That gives us our speed. So the VREF is 126. Thrust reversers, both. And we're going to say send. And that will complete everything and put the speeds in the flight management computer. And we are now ready. Excellent. Yeah, it's absolutely freezing. Yeah, I can tell. That's very cold. It has been very cold in Kuwait lately as well, but not that cold. I do like Active Sky. The only problem with Active Sky is the transition of the weather is so awful. And it clears the weather. What it does is that it clears the weather and brings it back. Actually picked up the E190 last night before the sale ended. Really happy with that one. Just departing London City. Well, enjoy. The E190 is an excellent aircraft. All right, all is looking good here. I forgot what was the last transmission from Scottish Control. Identified. Good afternoon. Okay. All right. I love this fact in SayIntentions that you're able to, because sometimes I do forget, especially when I'm talking to you guys, I forget what was the last communication. So you can always go back and see, you know, what was the last transmission. Time to explain the freeze triangle. You're about to cross one of them. So, another thing that you'll find in the here is the atmosphere. So you can actually get the ambient conditions. The weather source is currently X-Plane. So this tells you where it's getting all its information from. And Challenger. All right. So you have also the electrical network that you can fully examine. Let's see, the INS is an interesting one also to take a look at. So this is the INS, and you can see here the gyro, the rotation rate, and when you hover, it will tell you exactly what that is. The accelerometer rates, iris sensor performance, everything that you need to know and study about this aircraft. A lot of this goes over my head, guys, so I cannot really claim to know any of this stuff, but it is an amazing add-on just to position dilution of precision. There you go. There's another. It locates us right here, and yeah, there's just so much that you can learn about this aircraft and get an appreciation for the real world counterpart, but also get an appreciation for how well developed this aircraft is for X-Plane. By far the most sophisticated, complex, and study level aircraft built for flight sim. There's nothing, guys, that comes close to the fidelity of the Challenger 650 by HotStart. Have you ever flown this aircraft with GPS jamming? No, I'm not that brave. Reminds me of the wall in Game of Thrones. Yeah, it kind of looks like that. What? Weather surrounding crazy stuff. Yes, it is. Iceberg ahead. Yeah, it looks like shaving foam, doesn't it? Yeah, it does look... we'll see. Maybe we'll get icing conditions. Which makes things a little bit, interesting. All right, let's take a quick look here at where we are. Let's see here. There we go. All right. So we are about halfway, less than halfway through to London Gatwick, but things are looking good. And by the way, there is a heads-up display here that works fully, as you can see here. You can add the brightness here through the HUD there, so we can make it a little brighter. And this is fully functional, and it works very, very well. So far, so good. Sure, you'll get icing conditions. It will immediately detect that, and it'll get it here in the CAS messages that icing is detected. And then we will turn on the engine anti-ice system.
Charter 153, contact Scottish Info on 133.875.
I love SayIntentions.
Switching to Scottish Info on 133.875, Jet Charter 53.
Works really well, I have to say. If GPS were to go away tomorrow, we could still fly anywhere, no problem.
Scottish Info, Jet Charter 53, good afternoon, maintaining flight level 400.
Jet Charter 53, Scottish Info identified. Good afternoon.
Right, we're flying through the clouds, so I am tempted to turn on the anti-icing system. Let me come over here, and something has happened. All right. Why is it not doing it? I'm not sure why. All right. A. Looks like it's due to the icing condition. ATS is not working. Do you have a failure? All right, let's engage. Doesn't want to start the ATS anymore. I really am not sure why the ATS doesn't want to start.
Positive rate.
What? Any ideas, guys? Why is it not smooth out the corrections? Some of that is pilot.
Jet Charter 53, Scottish Info. Contact Scottish Control on 133.68.
Contacting Scottish Control on 133.68, Jet Charter 53.
Still not wanting to engage ATS for some reason. We are going through some turbulence, that's for sure. I've already disconnected the ATS, so Control A.
Scottish Control, Jet Charter 53, good afternoon, maintaining flight level 400.
Jet Charter 53, Scottish Control identified. Good afternoon.
Looks like flight director. Is the flight director? Yeah, flight director is on. But the ATS is not working. Press button on back of the throttle. I pressed them. I have a button mapped to it, so I know what you guys are talking about. So let me show you. So these are the buttons that you're talking about. This one and this one here are the buttons that you're talking about. But now when I click ATS, nothing happens. So I disconnected the ATS. You see here, there's nothing here. And if you click here again, then it disconnects the autopilot and the ATS doesn't come on. So not really sure why. Then press N1. I've tried that. So this is... so that disconnects the autopilot. AP engage. Yeah, it doesn't want to do... really not sure why it's doing that. Check MCDU values. All right, let's see here. Cruise. Target. N1. Should we put 265? No. Strange, huh? Put like 91. It looks like you have no N1 target. This condition for the auto throttle. All right. So we're gonna go to perf. Is it 91 here? So let's see, 91. Oop.
Jet Charter 53, Scottish Control. Contact Scottish Info on 130.975.
Contacting Scottish Info on 130.975.
No luck there, guys.
Jet Charter 53. Scottish Info, Jet Charter 53, good afternoon, maintaining flight level 400.
Jet Charter 53, Scottish Info, identified.
You need to
good
have an
afternoon.
N1 target for ATIS to operate. Select perf on the FMC to select an N1 target mode. Okay, so this is perf and we have a target, N1. Okay, let's go next. Not on there. So we have everything set here. What else do we need to do? MCT, is that the one? Well, first of all, you should not get any icing at 400. There is no moist at that level. Maybe that's what doesn't go on. Could be. You have to select it. Select what? Cruise? Press the target again. Activate. Alright, it says active now. Make it purple. Push target again. It's acts good. Now try ATS. Okay. There we go. Finally. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. I love it when you guys are here and actually help me with these things. I would have not been able to figure out what was wrong. Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate that. Carl, have you flown this aircraft before? Man, what is with this turbulence here and just flying into the clouds? Let's turn on the fasten seatbelt signs.
Jet Charter 53, Scottish Info, contact London Control on 133.6.
Switching to London Control on 133.6, Jet Charter 53.
Really, really bad turbulence, isn't it? For small
London
jets,
Control,
it is.
Jet Charter 53, afternoon maintaining flight level 400.
Yeah, but it can happen. Oh, okay.
Jet Charter 53, London Control identified. Good afternoon.
Hopefully things will subside. Emma, we are facing some turbulence here, so can you please let the passengers take their seats and fasten their seatbelts? Thank you.
Hey folks, we are experiencing some turbulence at the moment. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. Thank you for your cooperation.
All right, so the cabin crew will take care of that. Nice job. I always put 08 in the init perf, and I never had this issue. Seems I saw Toto do that, I believe. Ah, I see. How are you doing, Todd? Yeah, when I flew the 777, I went through the same clouds, and the wings were moving like birds. Yeah. All right, let's take a quick look here. All right. Let's go here and take a look. So we should actually begin the descent shortly. Let me bring this up here, and we're going to increase the range to see where... All right, so that's our top of descent. Let's take a look at the outside real quick. Wow, look at that. One of the things I don't like about X-Plane is this. The artifacts when, you know, the aircraft is in the clouds is just really an immersion breaker. All right, we're going to keep our anti-ice on for the time being. And hopefully we'll continue the flight without incident. Hey Nigel, what do you think of the current weather?
The weather seems quite clear at the moment, Sam. I'll request a higher altitude for us.
No. No, cancel that. No need for a higher altitude.
Jet Charter 153, climb flight level 410.
No, we don't want that.
Climb flight level 410, Jet Charter 53.
Please ask ATC to remain at flight level 400. We're pushing SayIntentions to the limit here.
I'll request to remain at flight level 400.
All right, perfect.
London Control, Jet Charter 53, requesting to maintain flight level 400.
Jet Charter 153, maintain flight level 400.
Maintain flight level 400, Jet Charter 53.
All right, so we are flying to the cloud, and this is really, really scary stuff right now. But it doesn't seem like SayIntentions or the first officer knows anything about the current weather, which is okay because I think he only handles the communications, so he has no awareness of the current weather conditions. I only now realize that the co-pilot is from SayIntentions. Yes, he is.
Jet Charter 153, expect the Dizzy 1 Golf arrival, prepared to descend in roughly 20 minutes.
All right, there we go. So 20 minutes for...
Expect the CISI 1 Golf arrival, will prepare to descend in about 20 minutes. Jet Charter 53.
Stay there for now, but reduce to turbulent speed penetration. Yeah, I thought that was because of the low FPS, but I upgraded to 4080 and have 60 FPS and still have those weird pixelated clouds in distance and other bugs. Yes, this is something that you'll find. It's got nothing to do with your graphics card. So descend in about 20 minutes. Let's let Emma know. Hey Emma, we are going to be descending in about 20 minutes from now. Please let our passengers know.
Hey folks, just a quick heads up that we will be descending in about 20 minutes. Please make sure your seat belts are fastened and your seat backs are in the upright position. Thank you.
I love the interaction with SayIntentions. It's just really very, very cool. You have a fully immersive environment which allows you to speak to a first officer, seamlessly speak to a first officer, to your cabin crew, and the cabin crew will say things. Let me just go very quickly here. It says, yeah, you can announce the descent here, and it will take care of things for you. All right, so I'm not sure what the we are going to request the descent in let's see, TOD. If I look at the information here, it says top of descent is in about 9 minutes or 61 nautical miles. So at about 10 nautical miles, we will request the descent from tower if we are not already cleared. All right, so we're looking good. Man, I love the Cessna 172. It's very simple. If I had this problem myself in the CL650, I wouldn't know what to do. Yeah, you see, that's the thing. I love this community. I love the fact that you guys always there to help out. And looks like a lot of you guys are even more proficient in flying this aircraft than I am. But I feel very humbled to have you guys here with me and teach me as well. So I've learned a lot from the community. As much as I give to the community, I hope I'm doing a good job giving to the community. I get back a lot from you guys, so thank you very much, guys. I truly appreciate that. Looks like there was an aircraft that passed by just now. Yeah, you can see from the synthetic vision here, you can see how turbulent this, this flight is. Here, take a look at this cockpit, guys. You know what? Let me bring up some lights. How about that? It's kind of getting dark in here. So let's bring some lights here. There we go. So you guys can, again, take a look at how the aircraft looks with all the lights on. Floodlights. There we go. And we can do the same thing, I believe, for the overhead panel. Rain at 40,000 feet. Come on. Overhead. There we go. I think it looks much nicer now. You guys can see the cockpit a little better. All right, and TOD in 45. We'll see what altitude we're cleared to. I think there are a few restrictions along the way. Let's take a quick look here. Next Yeah, we do have some restrictions there. 250, 220, 3,000, 3,000, above 3,000. So is that the platform altitude, 3,000? Let's check that real quick. So this is the ILS. Um, 3,000. Yeah, looks like that's the platform altitude. And the frequency is 110.9er. Alright, I'm going to go to tune. 110.9er is already set in nav 1. Is it 19 or 110? 110.9er. Alright, so that's already set here. And you know what? We can set it there as well. 110.9er. And we'll set it in nav 2 as well. Perfect. No cast messages. There we go. All right. So I believe that once we start heading towards Gatwick, once we start descending, we'll hopefully get out of this mess, and we should be fine. If you are below that, obviously you won't come. I see. Well, at least it's realistic British weather. Yeah, I guess so. All right. Let's take a look. 25 nautical miles. We could actually request the descent now, or we'll just wait a little bit. Once we are at about 15 nautical miles, we will request the descent, and we can just look at how violent this is. Look at that. By the way, the switches to test your supplemental ground anti-ice is right here. And this is the wing and the anti-ice system here. So those are the ones you can test them here. And it's part of your checklist. Even the FMC is something that you can check. GSC, the AC generator, fuel control, air start unit fuel control, INSs, all your avionics can be tested, full electronic network. You can pop your panels here, or you could actually, if you come here and you click on those little boxes, this can come very handy. So you can actually click the ones you want, you can resize them. So something like this, you know, you can move this here. This is something I really like in this aircraft. So in terms of usability and operation, again, they thought of the user in a lot of different ways to make things easier for you. We have Nate's, out of curiosity, are all of your active sky values set to default? I have changed some of them. So yeah, not everything is on default, no. The scope of this cap layer is so large. Yes, it is. We've been flying for a while, and it's still, you know... Alright, we're about 11 nautical miles, so it's a good time for us to request the descent and go through our descent checklist. So let's go ahead and do that. Hey, Nige, can you request descent, please?
Requesting descent now, Sam.
London Control, Jet Charter 53, requesting descent to a lower altitude.
Jet Charter 153, cleared for the Dizzy 1 Golf arrival whenever you'd like to descend. Flight level 200.
All right, 200.
Cleared for the Desai 1 Golf arrival. Descend flight level 200 at your discretion. Jet Charter 53.
All right, so he said you can descend at your discretion. So what I've done, I've enabled VNAV, and we have set the MCP altitude to 20,000 as instructed by ATC. And you'll see that once we reach top of descent here on the display, the aircraft will begin the descent. I'm going to bring this up here so you guys can follow along. So this is TOD, and you'll see that the aircraft you'll see this little diamond start moving down. All right, let's take a look here. All right, so that's 0. Now you see this is moving down, and the aircraft has now begun the descent. So this is VNAV descent, and we'll just let the aircraft do its thing here.
Hey folks, we've just left our cruising altitude and are starting our approach to London Gatwick. Please return to your seats, stow your tables, and fasten your seatbelts.
Set go
The
round
use of
thrust.
lavatories is no longer allowed at this
What?
time. Thank you.
Not again. All right, let's see here. Let's do flight change. All right, so that will descend.
Flaps 20.
What is wrong with this
Gear up.
guy? Early, I'm not sure why it's doing what it's doing, but keeps disconnecting the ATS for some reason. Disengaged. Does it need a descent target as well? You cancel go around actions in the checklist menu. All right, let's take a look here. Perf. Well, we think we have that, don't we? Right, that's active. All right, there we go. All right, that says, okay, this is the normal checklist. All right, so here's what we can do. We're going to go to the next.
Descent checklist. Shoulder harness.
All right, there we go.
Secure.
Set FMS nav.
Passenger signs. On or auto.
Set FLC 200
Pressurization.
knots.
Not sure why we...
Set. Fuel
Ready for
quantity
immediate
and
return
balance.
checklist.
What is wrong with the checklist today?
Checked. FMS, landing data, charts. Programmed, set. Approach briefing. Reviewed. VNAV transition flight level. Set. Descent checklist complete. In range checklist next.
You know, guys, I've done so many flights with this aircraft, and all of this is just happening during the stream. But that's all right. Let's go ahead and descend now to 20,000. Does it have the flaps? That's what I thought. Yeah, let's go to about 240. Why is the ATS... There we go. Sorry, thought you had an accidental go-around trigger. Happens to me all the time. That's what it seems like, Vincent. Yes, and thanks for being here. Fly AAVA, really a remarkable aircraft. SayIntentions is the best and providing amazing immersion. Absolutely. Yes, and thank you for being on my Twitch channel. Appreciate it. All right, so ATS keeps... Why is it disengaged again? VNAV setup. Target speed is there. Descent information. I have everything there, and ATS keeps disconnecting, guys. Any ideas? Very, very strange. You can ask Nigel for the approach briefing. All right. Nigel, can you can we go over the approach briefing, please?
We'll be arriving at London Gatwick on runway 8 right using the ILS approach. We'll be flying the Dizzy 1 Golf arrival. Transition level is 70. After the star, we'll intercept the ILS to runway 8 right. Weather at arrival shows wind 070 at 6 knots. Clear skies. In the event of a missed approach, we'll follow the published procedure. Squawk code remains 5626 and approach frequency will be 135.175. We'll configure for landing with flaps 30. Final approach speed will be 135 knots. I think we're ready for the arrival, Sam.
All right, I'm not sure why the ATS is not... check the IS and the PF standby indicator. Need to revert to target N1. All right, let's go to perf int. Takeoff. There we go. So that's the climb. MCT active. ATS is disengaged. There we go. Let's see if that works. Nope. No, it doesn't. It's just not. It's not doing it. Well, I don't know what else can we do. Now the speed is on. I just turned off flight change, and it has brought ATIS. That's really something wrong I've done. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and turn this off. Nigel, can we request a lower altitude, please?
Requesting lower altitude now, Sam.
That's TOD. The weather should have been...
Jet Charter 53, requesting permission to descend to a lower altitude.
Jet Charter 153, descend altitude 15,000 feet.
15,000.
Descending to 15,000 feet. Jet Charter 53.
All right, so we'll set this at 15,000. There is a restriction here, and since we are in VNAV mode, it will wait until we are at the top of descent mark here. This is TOD again. So right there, the aircraft will begin to descend again. So we'll just leave it do its thing here. It's starting to look a little bit better. Yeah, even the clouds look nicer here. Do you think one day you'll see the autonomous or pilotless aircraft? I don't think so. All right, here you can see the aircraft has begun the descent again. And the transition altitude is 7,000. Let's take a quick look at the weather at Gatwick. So the visibility is good. Scattered clouds at 4,400. Ceiling at 12. Temperatures 1. Altimeter 1008. So 075 knots. So not really significant weather as we arrive, but it looks like it's looking very crazy. That's not what the METAR is telling us, though. But maybe things will subside. How much longer? About 145 nautical miles. So yeah, things might be a little different at the destination. So hey, the sun and the night. Welcome aboard, my friend. Yeah, it is far away, so we might get a you know, different weather in 145 nautical miles. So we'll see. But thus far, SayIntentions is doing exactly what it should do, and quite an aircraft, the Challenger 650. I mean, still after flying it so many times, every time I fly this aircraft, I learn something new about it. Why do you think we will see a pilotless aircraft? Remember, 10 years ago, people were saying, I don't think so, about driverless cars. So I think it has to do with the fact that from a psychological perspective, when you're on the ground and the car is driverless, you can probably still have some control over the car. The minimum that you can do is open the door and throw yourself out if something goes berserk with the AI driving the car, for example. But I think in the air, the human psychology will simply refuse out of fear to be flying at 40,000 feet without an actual human taking care of the aircraft. So, all right, what is it? Ice. Okay, now it's talking about some icing. So let's come over here and turn on the engine anti-ice. Anti-ice is on, and we're descending through 16,000 for 15,000 unless we get a lower altitude from ATC. Let me add the range here. All right, so we have still quite a way we are in good shape so far. Right, this is 15,000.
Jet Charter 153, contact approach on 130.925.
Switching to approach on 130.925, Jet Charter 53.
A little bit of turbulence there.
Approach, Jet Charter 53, afternoon. Descending through flight level 160 for flight level 150.
Jet Charter 153 identified. Good afternoon. Expect the ILS runway 8 right approach into London Gatwick via Willow.
All right, so the Willow is our transition.
The ILS runway 8 right approach via Willow, Jet Charter 53.
All right, we'll see if we get a lower altitude here. All right, we need to go to 7,000, so let's request a lower altitude. Nigel, please, can you request a lower altitude?
Requesting lower altitude now, Sam.
Approach, Jet Charter 53, requesting permission to descend to a lower altitude.
Jet Charter 153, descend flight level 140.
Descending flight level 140, Jet Charter 53.
Right, 140. Right, here we go. Nigel, please request descent to 7,000.
Requesting descent to flight level 70 now, Sam.
Approach, Jet Charter 53, requesting descent to flight level 70.
Wing
anti-ice, little switch next to
Jet
the engine
Charter
anti-ice
153, descend flight level 70.
Descending flight level 70, Jet Charter 53.
All right, 70. There we go. All right, so let's see. Enhance the engine anti-ice, I believe, is on. Let's see here. So put this on high. So this is the wing anti-ice. This is, yeah, so if we move this down, it goes to, so you were talking about the engine anti-ice. Wing anti-ice, little switch next to the engine anti-ice button. Yeah, so this is the, if you want to go to the wing anti-ice, you'll move this down here, and now it will say heat and reheat. This one here. This one needs to go to normal. Now what did I do? Did I mess things up? No. Okay, thank God I didn't. All right, so I think you put this on norm, and then, yeah, this is the test. So this is, yeah. So now it's actually on norm, and now you have all of these. The wing anti-ice, it should actually work. With SayIntentions Copilot Mode, you can still speak yourself direct to ATC, leaving in Copilot mode. So if you do that, he's going to ask you that he wants to do the communication with ATC. So you can come in to the SayIntentions interface here and click on Copilot. So if you click this, it changes this to Pilot, meaning that you can speak to Tower, and in Pilot mode, you can still request the Copilot to do a clearance, for example. And if you ask him for the clearance while this comms mode is set on Pilot, it will request the clearance and reply to ATC, but then it would stop. Then you have to do the next command to ATC. So that's how this works. All right, so we are at 240, so we'll leave it there. We're descending to 12,000. Let's see where we are. Let's bring this here. We are 25 nautical miles. All right, so we're still about 99 nautical miles from Gatwick. And we'll continue here the descent to 7,000. Why is the weather so bad? Should go green once warm bleed air heats the leading edge of the wing up enough. Oh, Greg, thank you very much for that. There you go. It is now on. Yeah, you are right. So all the anti-ice is now working as it should.
Understood, Captain.
What? I didn't say anything. All right. Oh, I pressed the reset button by mistake, and that button is also linked to the cabin crew. So that's all right. Okay. Thank you, Greg. Yeah, and that what you said is just confirmed right now that we have the wing anti-ice on as well here. Let's take a quick look here at the aircraft from the outside. Look at that, guys. I mean, isn't that just a beautiful looking sight? The clouds are looking really horrible today in X-Plane. All right. We are looking good here. Funny, I was just relearning how to fly the Challenger after a year and came across your live stream while searching for guides. Well, Gary Field, welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here. Right, let's adjust our range. Yeah, that's fine. I think we need to descend a little bit faster. Let me check here. Yeah, we definitely need, let me go to vertical speed. And we're going to descend at 1,000 feet per minute. There we go. And we're also going to reduce our speed to 220 knots. By the way, SayIntentions will ask you to adjust your speed if you're flying too slow or too fast, and if you have any aircraft in front of you. So it will know that, and it will tell you. Right, 10,000 feet, landing lights are on.
Jet Charter 153, proceed direct CF08R, descend altitude 3,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 8 right approach.
Direct CF08 right. Descend to 3,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 8 right approach. Jet Charter 53.
All right, so it's asking us to go directly to CF08, but we have enough time. All right, let's take a look at the legs page. So if you listen to the, so it's actually telling us to go to the center fix directly. Center fix, which is right here.
Hey folks, we are now beginning our final approach into London.
All right, so we're gonna go direct. And next, all right, so that's the center fix. Execute.
Our airline staff will provide you with information regarding your connection flights once we land. Thank you.
All right, so that's the... all right, so we've been cleared to 3,000. I'm going to increase the rate of descent. Let's see here. All right, the altimeter is 1008, 7,000. We're close enough. 1008. All right, 1008. There we go. Let's take the speed down to 180 knots. Let's deploy the speed brakes.
Jet Charter 153, contact London Gatwick Tower on 134.23.
All right.
To Gatwick Tower on 134.23. Jet Charter 53.
Approach is activated. We're obviously too high.
London Gatwick Airport Tower, Jet Charter 53 afternoon. We're established on the ILS approach for runway 8 right. Jet Charter 53, London Gatwick Airport Tower, winds 09005, runway 8 right, cleared to land.
All right, we've been cleared to land.
Runway 8 right, cleared to land. Jet Charter 53.
And let's go ahead and turn the speed down to 123.
In range checklist. APU. Started. Altimeters. 3 set, cross-checked. Avionics, set. External lights, on. N1 target, set. APU PAX transition. Avail completed. On. CAS. Checked. In range checklist complete. Before landing checklist next.
All right, looks like we're gonna have to do a walk around, a go around, because we are way too high. So let's tell Nigel to do that. Nigel, please announce a go round. We are not at safe altitude to land.
Announcing the go around now, Sam.
2500.
London Gatwick Airport Tower, Jet Charter 53, Gatwick Tower, executing a go-around.
Jet Charter 153, roger. Execute the published missed approach procedure for runway 8 right. Climb altitude 3,000 feet, then proceed to the hold at DISIT.
Execute the published missed approach for runway 8 right. Climb to 3,000 feet, proceed to the hold at DISIT. Jet Charter 53.
All right, so we are going to go to 3,000 feet. Why is it not climbing? All right, let me do the following. Let's click here. We're going to go to heading select and 3,000. Light change. All right, there we go. That's why. All right, we made a complete mess of that. The ATC has given us instructions to let's do flight change. All right, the ATC has given us the instructions to land or to go to the transition. So let's VS no. Reduce the speed. All right. You know, guys, honestly, I've made a mess of this, but quite honestly, I've done so many flights. It's just all of this has happened. You need to go back to the FMS source nav. Yeah. Yeah, let's go to 3,000. We could do go to, it's right here, nav source FMS1, and if we click here and go to the legs, we go to direct. No, that's not going to help us. So let me go back to localizer 1. All right, and we are going to intercept the localizer again. If you look here at our position, we can go to the opposite heading of the current. So let's do that. We'll go the opposite direction of the, and then intercept the localizer once more. All right, let's go to flaps 20. So let me come over here, flaps 20. There we go. And yeah. We're just going to fly parallel to the runway. There we go. We can see that. And so we'll just fly parallel to the runway, and then we'll intercept the localizer again, and we should be fine. Okay. Can you ask ATC for vectors to the ILS 8 right? Yes, I think we can try that. We are at 3,000. We'll wait a little while here, and we'll configure the aircraft for the landing, and then I think we should be fine. All right. So if we look at our charts, that's where we are right now. We're going to continue until... I don't want to ask them now because I know they'll vector us in maybe a bit early. So we'll just leave the aircrafts at this current altitude and heading for a little while. I think he did a little more than blew through it. Yeah, it took a while to adjust everything back to. All right, so let's take a look here. We'll ask ATC to to vector us in. We're looking good. We are 7.9 nautical miles from TTG. Course is set. All right, let's take a look. What is this weather? That's not the weather we got in the Maytar, by the way. Great job on the go-around, Captain. Well, Daniel, we did go around because that's the fitting thing to do, but my handling of the aircraft after that was pretty bad. So yeah. But thank God we got it to become stable. Sometimes you have to reload real weather in XP. Yes, that is true. We could actually try to do that. You know what? I'm not going to risk it at this point. It's all right.
2,500.
All right, let's go ahead and ask Nigel to request the vectors to the runway 08. Was it 08? 08 right. Okay. Nigel, can you request vectors to runway 08 right? We are ready for another attempt to land.
Requesting vectors for runway 08 right now, Sam.
Let's see what happens.
London Gatwick Airport Tower, Jet Charter 53, requesting vectors for another approach to land on runway 08 right.
Jet Charter 153, turn left heading 190, descend altitude 3,000 feet. Expect vectors for the ILS approach to runway 08 right.
Left heading 190, descend to 3,000 feet. Expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 08 right. Jet Charter 53.
All right. So let's see what happens now. All right, I don't quite remember the speeds, so let me come here to VNav, perf int, perf menu, approach, next page, 120.64 VRF. Okay, so let's go ahead and reduce our speed to 150 knots. Cabin crew, seats for landing, please.
Cabin crew, take seats for landing. Hey folks, we are preparing for landing. Please return to your seats and
all right,
fasten your seatbelts.
flaps 30.
Thank you.
Right, looking good. And let's go ahead and lower the landing gear. Okay, what is the aircraft doing now? It's doing very strange things. All right, looks like we are okay now. Let's take a look. Yeah. Hello there, Dennis from Germany. Welcome. Okay, we are going to checklist. We are going to restart current checklist.
In range checklist. APU. Started. Altimeters. 3 set, cross-checked. Avionics. Set. External lights. On. N1 target. Set. APU PAX transition. Avail completed. APU generator. On. CAS. Checked. In range checklist complete. Before landing checklist next.
Alright, it's the approach activated. Alright, let's go for the landing checklist.
Before landing checklist. Landing gear lever. Down indicating. Nose steer. Arm centered clear. Anti-skid. Armed tested. Passenger signs. On. Wing cowl anti-ice. On or off. Continuous ignition. On. Thrust reversers. Armed. Spoilers. Set. CAS. Checked. Before landing checklist complete. After landing checklist next.
Alright. So here we are, and we are, if we look here, we should intercept Yeah, if we don't get the glide slope, we'll just disconnect the autopilot and hand fly the aircraft for the rest of the approach. All right, approach localizer is captured. But the descent is not happening. So I'm going to disconnect the autopilot. All right, here we go. All right, let me just disengage it from here. All right, autopilot disengaged. Frames are acting up.
2500.
Wow, look at the wind. That's definitely not what we got in the METAR. That's for sure. The flaps, yeah, flaps are full. All right. So we are now good to land. And at some point, we'll need to disconnect the the auto throttle as well, or ATS. The QNH is already set, but I'm not sure why it's blinking. It's 1008.
1000.
Right, we're looking good. A little bit too high.
$500.
Very nice looking approach into Gatwick. Frames are definitely acting up. Not sure why.
$100. Light slow. 50. Light 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reverse.
Jet Charter 153, welcome to London Gatwick. Contact ground on 121.805.
Contacting ground on 121.805. Jet Charter 53.
Checklist. Landing, pulse, recog lights. Off. Anti-collision lights.
Welcome to London Gatwick, guys.
Off. Continuous ignition. Off. Windshield heat. Off. Wing anti-ice. Off. Cal
London
anti-ice.
Gatwick Airport ground, Jet Charter 53. Good afternoon. We're clear of runway 8 right and ready to taxi to the gate.
On or off. Spoilers.
Jet Charter 53, London Gatwick Airport ground. Taxi
0.
to general aviation parking via Yankee. Good day.
Alt on. Radar mode.
General aviation parking via Yankee. Jet Charter 53.
Engine shutdown checklist next.
Oh folks, we've just landed at London Gatwick. I hope you enjoyed the flight. The weather here is a chilly 3 degrees Celsius with scattered clouds at 3,600 feet and broken clouds.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate it.
Just a fun fact. London is known for its iconic landmarks, like the Tower of London.
No, so the spoilers were deployed already, as you can see here.
Parking position. On behalf of Captain Sam, First Officer Ali, and the entire crew, thank you for flying with us today.
Anyway, we'll take a look at the
2025.
We'll take a look at the replay in just a second here. Oops. All right. So one thing we need to do is we need to
HotStart flight support. Jenny speaking. How can we help?
Why is this guy coming our way?
Understood. We'll have that ready for you. Anything else?
No, thanks.
Always a pleasure. Take care.
All right. Before we go to the parking and park the aircraft, we'll park it somewhere there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replay of the landing. So, let me see here.
Delta 178, good morning. Taxi Echo 6 via Zulu. Echo 6.
I forgot which. All right, we can always go from here. View. Where is our replay? I forgot what I. Guys, I'm definitely getting old. I forgot what I put for the replay for the shortcuts. Wait. There we go. All right.
At ground, Delta 178.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you know, when we were just about in flare, we ran into a bird, or he ran into us, so he's somewhere out there, maybe on the runway. Okay, we'll have to check the Delta 178. Thanks.
All right. Hopefully it won't break it. Thanks, Drishal. Thanks, Krister. I appreciate it, guys. All right. All right, here we go. Wow, looks so nice. Bit rough, I think. What do you guys think? Bit of a rough landing, isn't it? Oh, not bad. Yeah, you can see the spoilers deploying there. And the reverse thrust. Very, very nice. All right. Okay, so let's bring the aircraft to a stop. General aviation parking. I'm not sure where that is. But you know what? What we can do is perhaps go somewhere. We can go somewhere over there maybe and bring the aircraft to a stop. Yeah. And don't forget, guys, we're going to be doing the giveaway. So don't go just yet. And the giveaway is going to... Good night, Ray. Take care. So we'll just pick we don't want to keep you guys awake for too long. And I do have to go to work very early in the morning tomorrow, so let me just bring the aircraft to a stop somewhere here. And we will take, see who is the lucky winner, 2 lucky winners today for the... Alright, we'll just bring it here, that's fine. You've noticed that SayIntention has actually detected that this is a jet aircraft and told us to, you know, to head to the general aviation parking. All right, so let's set the parking brake. All right, and let's go to the...
Engine shutdown checklist. Taxi lights.
All right, they're off.
Off. Parking brake. Set. Reverse thrust. Stowed. Generators 1 and 2. Off. Engine 2 shut down.
Right, engine 2 shut down.
Fuel boost pumps. Off. Fuel system. Check. Engine 1 shut down.
Right,
check
engine
ITT
1.
below 350 degrees Celsius.
All right. All right, below 350.
Anti-ice.
Everything is off.
Off. 14th stage.
Good morning, Alpine 16 kilo Mike, taxi Hotel 3 via Zulu. Hotel 3 via Zulu.
Off. Beacon.
Beacon lights.
Off. No steer. Off. ATC TCAS.
Alright, let's go to tune. Stand by.
Standby 0. Parking brake if chalked.
Alright, let's bring in the chocks. Alright, we'll just wait for the ground crew to set the chocks.
Ground to cockpit. Chocks are in.
Off. Passenger signs. Off. Cabin differential. 0 psi. Engine shutdown checklist complete. Securing checklist next.
All right, so everything is done here. Let me go to the passengers there. Let me disconnect X camera. All right, and we can open the door now.
160, Good morning, Delta 160, taxi via Zulu to Delta 49. Zulu to Delta 49.
There we go. And we'll go to the securing checklist.
Securing checklist. Emergency lights.
The airport taxi's here. Thank you, Captain. Great flight as always.
Off. AC/DC
well, I'll
utilities.
see you next time.
The car is here, as you can see, and it will take the passengers now.
Off. 3 minutes. Headsets. Off. Thrust reversers. Off. Chocks. Installed. Parking brake. Off. Hydraulic pumps.
Good morning, it's Gold 73 via taxiway Zulu.
Off. Nav lights. Logo light.
All right. I'll give it 8.5. What, for the aircraft or?
Off. APU generator.
All right. So now we lose the checklist. So that's okay. We'll turn these off, and then we'll turn the master battery off, and we're pretty much done here. We just go to the aircraft, and if we walk away from the aircraft, it will take us to the FBO. So we'll just keep it here. All right, and there we go. The aircraft is all chalked, and we are ready for our giveaway. So let me do that. Okay, so for the giveaway, here's what you guys need to do. First of all, thank you, Johan, for being here. Thank you very much, Greg. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. So here's what we're going to do, guys. All you need to do, if you are a winner in the giveaway, you need to send an email to info@q8pilot.com with your profile, just a screenshot of your profile on YouTube. I will have already verified it, so I'll know that this is your profile. Once you do this, I will give you a code. You need to go to SayIntentions website and sign up for their 24-hour demo. Once you sign up for the demo from the pilot portal, you can go and purchase 1 month instead of, and then at the checkout, just put in the code that I'm going to give you today, and that will bring your total value for 1 month to $0. And that way you'll get 1 month free of using SayIntentions. That's all you need to do. So let's go here again. If you have any questions, anyway, I'll send you the instructions once you've sent me an email of your profile. So let me go to Nightbot. And from Nightbot, we are going to go. Why is Nightbot taking so long? Come on, Nightbot. All right, there we go. Okay, let's go to giveaway. Now, if you haven't been active in the last 10 minutes or so, you will not be in the. You will not be in the. You know, in the. You will not be. Why is this not? All right, let me refresh this here. So normally, all right, there we go. If you haven't been active in the last 10 minutes, you will not be eligible. So just make sure you say hello QH or something like that, and then you'll be entered into the giveaway. All right, here we go. So now we're seeing, you can see that who's in the, you know, who's eligible. We have so far 6 entries. So make sure you hit the like button, guys. Thanks, Rishal. Appreciate it. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let me just give it a few moments here, and we'll see what happens. We have to do more flights on the Challenger and on the Dash 8. I feel those aircraft, and the Fearless, those 3 aircraft we need to do more streams on. But yeah. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and roll in about Paulo. How are you doing, my friend? All right, so let's go ahead and roll, guys. We have about 17 entries. Again, the winners, guys, all you need to do is send me a screenshot of your profile page while you are logged into your YouTube account, or YouTube page, not account, but your YouTube page, so that I can verify the profile. I will then reply to the email, and I'll send you all the instructions along with your code to redeem your 1 month free subscription at SayIntentions. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll the first winner in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Choose a winner. And Martin Latour. Martin Latour, are you here with us, Martin? If you are here, just let us know that you are here, Martin. Martin is indeed here. Well, congratulations. I'm here. All right, Martin. So all you need to do, my friend, is just please send an email to info@kuwaitpilot.com. I have already verified your profile, and just send me a screenshot while you're logged into your YouTube account so that I can verify. I'll let you know what to do, and I'll send you your code as well. Okay, so we are going to roll for a second time in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Choose a winner. And Pete Mitchell. Pete, are you here with us, my friend? Pete Mitchell. Is Pete with us? Pete Mitchell, are you here? I think Pete may not be here. So if he's not, then we will re-roll. Guys, is Pete here? Is he with us? Doesn't seem like it. All right, I think we are going to go ahead and re-roll. He was a second ago. He was just here prior to the first drawing. Oh, that's a shame. All right. Well, if he comes back, I can fix it. And it's on. All right. So let's go ahead and re-roll. So the Geonauta. Did he say hello? Pete! Woo! You are here, Pete. All right. So that does it. So Pete is here. Pete Michel, thank you very much. Pete, appreciate it. So please, Pete, send me an email with your with just a capture of Microsoft Defender. What is wrong with Defender? Just please send me an email to info@q8pilot.com with a screenshot of your YouTube profile page while you are logged in, so that I can verify that that is indeed you. Congratulations. I want to say a heartfelt thank you to the guys over at SayIntentions for being here on stream with us this evening, and also for providing the Q8 Pilot channel subscribers with free subscription to SayIntentions. A great it's a great add-on for dynamic unscripted ATC for Microsoft Flight Sim, X-Plane, and I think P3D as well. But yeah, I think it's just really something that really takes the flight simming hobby to the next level. And I've been hearing Brian, the CEO of SayIntentions, on a recently released video speaking about their roadmap, and a lot of very good things are coming the way of flight simming in general with SayIntentions. So thank you very much, SayIntentions, for being here. I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much, everyone, ladies and gents. It's been a fun stream, a bit nerve-wracking, but overall very enjoyable. I enjoyed definitely being with you. Until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks for tuning in, and good evening.